What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gravity the Beast. Welcome back to the Big Cap. No bullshit, just conversations about passions, philosophies, and perspectives. You already know I got the peoples with me. Go ahead.
You already know it's your co-host, Twan.
Right.
Neighborhood real nigga.
Neighborhood
back
real
again.
nigga.
Every week.
Right. We got the homie we ain't seen in a minute.
Yes.
It's
What's
been
up,
a
everybody?
minute.
It's your boy Bash.
Right.
How we
James
doing,
St.
everybody?
Patrick.
Oh my God. Shit. It's about time we started this.
All right. So today's episode, right?
Here we go.
I found out, well, I thought about this the other day where I was listening to a woman talk about how a guy has been attracted to her, or certain guys have been attracted to her without really knowing her, and they've wanted certain relations from her, and she was confused on how they could be so emotional so quick. The interesting part about that to me is that I can see where a lot of dudes might get emotional towards women that they might not necessarily know, because we might have these idealizations in our mind where we have somebody that we want because of what we think they are, or what we think they are going to be able to give us, or how we're going to feel when we have that. But then in the same breath, guys tend to be only as loyal as their options. If they can get a beautiful girl, they will. If they can get multiple beautiful girls, they will. It's not so much emotional. Most of the time, it's like visual, right? So what would make a guy go into a situation with a woman that he barely knows and get to the point of feeling love? And then I thought about, like, maybe that guy doesn't have a lot of options, right? Maybe he's just, like, horny. And maybe he's mixing up these emotions, these thoughts, these feelings and desires in his head. Maybe he thinks he likes her, but really he just wants to smash, right? But then when you get to these points, right, what is it that we're really trying to get? What is it that we really want? Is it the person or the access? And that is where, like, I figured most people don't really think about it in that way, you know, like breaking down emotions. But I think a lot of dudes claim they love somebody, but really they just love the access to that woman's vagina. What's y'all thoughts on that? Is it the access or the person?
Absolutely. I mean, to me, if you're just with them for the wrong reasons, it's access.
What's the wrong reasons? What do you mean by that?
So, like, it would basically just be as simple as money or power, because mostly those are the top two things that people really want.
Those are bad reasons to be with somebody or want somebody?
I mean, yeah.
Why?
Because, I mean, I get it. We all have standards. I mean, everybody wants that person to be comfortable with money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that way it's not something you worry about, because that's one of the main things people worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's a fact, but yeah, I get it. You have standards, but if you really, really want to be with somebody, it won't matter.
Why? Wait, are you talking about like male or women?
Both, because it doesn't matter at that point. If you really want to truthfully be with that person, it won't matter.
Well, why do people want to be with anybody, right? Like, do you think
they should be they should be in love? They should, you know, want to be with that person, be their best friend. Like, it all comes down to, like, how you feel about that person. Why do men get with women today? Why do women get with men? And why they don't get with each other at the same time? So it's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how Twan feels. I mean, to me, it's like,
damn.
If you're with them for the wrong reasons, you're wasting your time.
Okay, Twan, what's your thoughts? Because go first, bro.
I bet. My whole thoughts, I would say, like, the idealization is based off a potential for pussy.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what you mean. Like, when access is the potential for pussy.
Right.
And I feel like that definitely clouds a man's judgment. That's why post-nut clarity is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can never truly see a woman for what she is until you sleep with her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I am a person that agrees that sex
and this
is
is
the
what this
number one
is.
most
A lot of men chase the idealization without ever getting a pussy.
Mm.
So they never go through that clarity stage. Because in this scenario, was she smashing any of these men?
I wasn't sure. I don't think that was, like, clear. Maybe.
Like, that's why I assume that. It's like, if she already distrusting, I feel like she wouldn't be smashing them.
See, well, I agree with you, but at the same time,
and so, like, access, I would say, like, potential So that potential is like, oh, I love her. You don't love her. You love the potential of what you could get from her.
No, it's what you have.
See, yeah, I would say it's not as simple as just the potential, because in some cases you might literally already be smashing. So you're getting it. I think it's more so scarcity mindset, to where it's like you feel like this is the best you can get, or maybe it's good, it's easy, and you don't want to let it go. You have
Potential for
access.
consistency.
Sure. Within that, it's like, because that's all it really means is like when you got your access, you don't want to let that go. It's like having a privilege. If you know whenever you're thirsty, you could just go into your fridge and pour water into your sink, whatever, into your glass, then you're good. You don't want to lose access to that, because then when you're thirsty, you got to look for some water. And you don't know where the water's at. You got work for it. Why would I get rid of all this water in my fridge?
mean,
I
you got
guess
things deeper
I
than
say
that.
access. I say potential because that's where most men fuck up. Because if you think like that, you're most likely not seeing the flaws, and it's like you're stuck in a relationship you really don't want to be in, just because you got some consistent pussy.
See, I feel you there. I think the thing that messes people up, right? In the same way when you're just chasing some type of consistency, or even if you haven't even gotten it, right? Just the hope to get some, that is going to cloud your judgment. And we all realize that, but then it could just be the scarcity to the utmost, where a dude just don't realize, damn, why do I feel this way about this girl? Whole time he putting all this energy into her. He doesn't have any other options, and he's super focused because it's the easy route, and it just makes sense. But some of your thoughts that you had on it, right, where you were talking about like the bad reasons to be with somebody, that's where I have some disagreements, because, well, I think men and women are going to want different things to be happy in a relationship, so I can't look at it and just generalize for both. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel like both men and women would prefer somebody that's nice, kind, for the most part, able to do certain things, able to be helpful in certain ways. That is, well, we're similar in that way, but the things that we require from each other are different, or tend to be different based on who we are as individuals, but then who we are specifically as men and women. So, like, talking about being best friends and, like, opening up to certain extents, or talking about equalism to an extent can be misleading. I feel like it leads to failure, personally, just looking at different things.
Well, I mean, what do you consider the bad reasons then? Because clearly it's definitely just my opinion, because most people, they're going to feel different.
I would say for men, a bad reason to get into a relationship is getting into one just because you want some type of sexual access, or getting into a relationship because you I mean, honestly, I don't even want to add on to that, because I feel like that's most of the time the worst thing a dude can do, because at that point he's clouded. When you get into a relationship just for some sexual access, you're just off. Like, you're too focused on that, and more than likely you're going to do things that you probably shouldn't. You're not going to be focusing energy where you probably should. So that's a bad reason to get into a relationship as a dude. Well, one extra thing I would say is, like, emotional. Like, don't get over emotional about it. Like, you have to ask, why are you with this person? What benefit does she bring? How is she different? Don't do that. Now, for women, I feel like women tend to be more emotional than men. They have to get to know men better for them to get into certain situations. So I would say a bad reason for a woman to get into a relationship would be how should I put it? Would be not thinking rationally, getting caught up in your emotions, not thinking about the facts of the situation, not being more practical. That can mess up a lot of women. A lot of women dedicate themselves to certain people and they get hurt because they weren't thinking rationally. They just get caught up. So that's a bad reason there. But
which is not something you can really blame on many people, because sometimes it's out of their control.
Yeah. I mean, well, what do you mean it's out of their control? Like how they feel?
Because we have relationships out there that are not the best relationships, and people are still in them just because. And what I mean by that,
oh, my bad, I'm sorry.
Basically, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, there's people out there that force people to do certain things, not because they want to, but because they're forcing them to.
Force how?
It could be as simple as just telling them, like, yo, go clean that up. And then it's like, if you do, are you really doing it because you want to or because he's told you to?
What do you mean? Like, so you're talking about like domineering relationships in a way?
Most of them are abusive.
What relationships what do you mean?
Because basically, if you're with somebody and then you're with them for your bad reasons, let's use yours as an example.
Okay.
So they're with them for sexual gains, right?
Sexual access, yeah.
Exactly. So.
And you're talking about the dude being with the girl?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
So it just feels like you're going to, I don't know how to explain it. Going blank here. It's more of,
act out of character while dealing with her or something to that extent, or?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
You could say that because it's like at the end of the day, you're going to be with them, but if you're not with them for the right reasons, like kind of like what you said, it just doesn't add up to me. I think it's kind of confusing at the same time. I mean, I know I could be with somebody for the right reasons, but
what's the right reasons to you? Well, all right. So
just have have genuine feelings for that person.
I think like I don't mean to cut you off, but I feel like it sounds like you think about relationships from a unnecessarily emotional standpoint.
Only because that's what I do.
Okay.
But like I said, it was my opinions. Right? Exactly. You know, like you can think differently, you could think differently.
Right.
But overall, it's like we all have our reasons for good and bad relationships. Whether or not we fulfill them and we continue to let them happen is up to us. If we know like what's going on. But it's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. Your thoughts on some? All right, let's ask some questions because it's been a long time since you've been on here. Do you believe in unconditional romantic love?
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What do you mean? Don't do that.
Don't do that. It doesn't exist, bro.
It doesn't exist.
Niggas lied to you, bro. I sorry, they lied to me too, bro.
They lied to you too.
Yeah, but nah.
What they tell you?
That's short. Unconditional love, bro.
What they tell you?
That bitch gonna be down for thick or thin. That shit is chalk, bro. Do not do it.
So you don't believe in like
no, bro,
at all. So why would you get with a girl? Just to fuck?
No, not just to fuck, but it's just like, yeah, I would have genuine feelings there. But it's like...
Exactly. You would have genuine feelings to them.
But you have to understand, women love differently than men.
Absolutely.
So it's like, if you're making money, and then you lose your job, you make 6 figures a year.
I keep hearing this money thing. It's just
hold up. But it's like, that is one of the reasons that she got with you. Because you were a good provider. If you were a good provider... and now you can no longer provide, she cannot love you because you're therefore not doing the same shit that
as long as that's what she thinks. As long as that's what she thinks, then yes, that's a factor. But there's women out there that don't give a fuck.
No. Remember I said unconditional romantic love. Unconditional. Now
it's like you love people for a reason. So there's conditions for like how you experience that love. There's always going to be conditions.
Outside of your parents and your children. It's like all
those are the only people you love for no reason. There's a reason you fell in love with this person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you stop doing those reasons, therefore that person cannot love you anymore. Mm-hmm. That goes for men and women.
I honestly believe that there are people out there that are just exactly how you just mentioned it. But there's people who just go through certain things in life that make them want certain people. And if they get it, they keep it. And to some people, it's that romantic affection. Now, me personally... Unconditionally. But me personally, I believe it's out there. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm experiencing it. Because you're right. I do love the people I love in my life for a reason. Mm-hmm. But when you think about it how it should be, because maybe you feel bad about it, then you're like, well, being with somebody that you truly have feelings for means a lot more than just being with somebody with power or with money or with anything.
Yeah, I know it's fucked up, bro.
It is fucked
I
up.
know it's fucked up, but guess what? That's the reality. And it's like, hold on, this is the thing, bro. I feel you. It's fucked up, bro. I would love for everybody
the
to.
bad, but just
It's
But
not
it's
so
like
bad, it's
Just
the
you
admit
have
to it,
to,
you know?
bro. It's just like I can't change this shit. It's nothing you can do to change this shit. It's just how we are wired as human beings. It's fucked up. You would love every.
So with that
Like,
being
yo,
said, with that being said, for you,
If I was in a fire and I got 3rd-degree burns across my body, I'm in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, my wife should still hold it down and love me forever.
wait. So you're trying to say that?
It's not realistic, bro, at all.
So you all right? So tell me,
Unconditional love might come if you're 40 years in. That's something that gotta be built.
there's,
At that
like
point,
I
y'all
said,
been
there's
together
people
for
out
40
there. There's people out there that are
And they're
that have
old
been
as
with-
hell.
Exactly. There's people still out there that have been married for so long.
Mm-hmm.
They're with each other because they genuinely want to be next to that person.
Yo, I disagree with that
How?
because it comes down to a need. It's not like you ever hear about how when an old couple like lives to be super old as fuck and then one of them dies, the other one ends up dying not too long afterwards. It's not like literally a thing, but it just happens. And they say literally when you live for so long with a person, you can't live without them. That is love. I feel that. But that is
Okay.
what we like to talk about. I think that can exist. The only issue is that is not unconditional. We would like to believe it.
They lie about the requirements.
Yeah.
40 years plus, bro.
Like, yo, that's a lot of work.
That's the requirement to gain unconditional love. 40
But I
years
don't.
plus.
But I would say it's still not even unconditional. It's literally like in the same way I said, you literally cannot live without them. You needed them for something.
You know what? Sometimes I think about it
yeah.
as all right. So let's say
I'm
you
gonna
got
cut
a
that because that's not under your control at that point.
Well, it's not. But the whole point is like love isn't romantic love is not unconditional and rarely like we could look at the old couple and say, yeah, that's unconditional love. But honestly, I would say it ain't because for those 40 years that couple been together,
Yeah.
that dude kept putting up his end. That woman kept putting up her end. Maybe they each slipped a couple times. They both were patient. They worked on it and they did what they had to do. At no point was it unconditional. They probably knew they was going to stick it out and they had to deal with a lot. And they had to have their conditions and they had to have their own boundaries and everything had to be established. Communication had to be on point, and there was a bunch of back and forth
I
to get
guess
to that point.
I'm viewing it because, like, after 40 years, like, some of them conditions can't be met. Your wife is not going to be as beautiful.
Are those your
You-
conditions, though?
Hold up. To begin with, of course, it's just like you love based off attraction. It's like you want sex, boom, boom, boom. But
Yeah.
y'all been there 40. She's 60 years old. You're 60 years old.
Oh,
That's
hold
not
on. Wait a
really-
minute. Wait a minute.
Hold up. But that's not really a thing no more. She really can't do that.
Mm.
And so it's like, it really doesn't matter. You're at your job. You've been working for 40 years providing for the family.
Mm.
You decide to retire. You old. You can't do it no more. It's just like some conditions don't matter that much when you've been together that long.
Mm.
They start to fall away.
I mean, I agree with you. I just think like 60 is too young, like for your statement. But I do agree with you. At a certain age, like I done seen some healthy ass 60-year-olds. Like yo, they got 60-year-old porn stars out there still fucking. It's
There's 60-year-old porn stars that are starting the industry now.
yeah.
That's just
That's crazy, but I mean, but yeah, just the whole point. Like, I agree with you though.
I'm
I
talking
would say a
about
little bit
average.
later. Yeah,
I mean, if you healthy, you healthy, but most niggas eat McDonald's.
I feel you. Yeah, we are. I mean, look at me, shit. This an obese ass country, but
Sorry, guys.
but the whole point being, right? When we think about the reasons that we want to be with each other, it gets deep. When we talk about why we stay together, it's deep. And then even like most dudes wouldn't question, yo, do I love my girl or do I just like not have nobody else to smash? Like I don't think dudes really think that way. A lot of the times you might just be talking to a girl. Y'all ain't really got much in common. She don't really do nothing to help you. It's not, but you don't really care.
I'm
You don't
sorry,
really care.
but if you're with, I just really believe that if you're with somebody for the wrong reasons, and that could be your wrong reasons, that could be your wrong reasons, that could be my wrong reasons, right? At the end of the day, you're still with them just because of the access, like you're saying, right?
No, I'm saying if you're doing that, that's an issue. But continue.
Right. So why are you still in that relationship?
Well, why is anybody with a person? They do something for you. They give you some type of feelings. They give you certain.
Yeah, but sometimes you.
experiences.
So if you don't overthink it, because people who think that they're with people for the wrong reasons and they're still with that person, that's their own fault.
Mhm. What's some of the wrong reasons that you felt? Because I still.
Like I said, like I was saying, I was
Well, money and power.
money and power. Like
if you're with somebody just for money and power,
Exactly.
that's a bad reason.
yeah.
For a man,
No woman should ever, or man, vice versa. It goes for both ways.
okay.
They shouldn't be with each other because of money.
I think women naturally are going to be attracted to guys specifically because of money, and that's
In
just,
today's world, yes.
no, I mean, just period ever. Like,
I don't think in the.
I mean, in the 1800s.
No, I'm thinking like in the
1500s.
2000 BC. You think there was really?
Hold up,
weren't
but
that
I feel
much?
like
Yeah,
it,
the
it comes
Buffett
down
nigga.
from the change of provisioning. So it's like when you say money, it's not just about the money.
Yeah,
It's the money means you can provide.
right.
That's the way we're able to provide. We're not in 2000 BC.
Mm-hmm.
The strongest nigga would have made it because that strongest nigga.
Back then, women
was,
wanted fighters. Now they want people with money and places.
Yes,
That is
because
true.
that's how
That
you
is true.
provide in today's society. So
And
it's not about
unfortunately,
just
it's
money; it's
money.
about provisioning.
Unfortunately, it's money. That's
So
the thing.
women have to worry about money because that
If
goes
women
with
had
provisioning.
if women had everything in their life
Mm-hmm.
and money didn't exist, it would be the same thing. Because at the end of the day, money provides.
Wait, what do you mean by that? If women say that statement again?
If women can have everything for free in their lives, right?
A lot can, but continue.
They can, if they got somebody that will pay for everything.
Yeah.
But imagine that person's not there.
Uh-huh.
And then that person's by herself and she literally gets every single thing.
Okay.
Do you really think she's going to want a man for money or because that man can just give her something? That's
Well, no,
not money.
I mean, she's not going to want him for money. She's going to want him for
Because she
children.
already has
She
her
gonna want him
provision
Children,
Protection.
sex, whatever.
for protection.
Protection.
It's because she already has her provisioning set.
Exactly.
That's why she does not worry
So
about money.
imagine this, right? A rich woman, since we're men, let's use that as an example.
And that's
You
why
got-
they're
you
fucked
meet,
up.
You meet a rich woman,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then you don't got no job, no money,
Right.
but all she wants is protection, someone to be with, someone to compatible with,
Uh-huh.
and live a life. You doing it?
Fairy tale.
You
doing
Pixar.
it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it?
Fairy
It's not
tale,
about
Pixar,
it's not about if it's a fairy tale or not.
Oh, yo.
It's about whether or not you would do it.
I don't.
Would you do it?
Okay. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, Tom, but let me just. I agree with what he said. That is some fairy tale shit. But what he just said was clean cut, and I hate when niggas do this to me.
Some faith.
Because the way
No,
the
I'm
way,
trying to answer it,
but,
and I don't know if I would have. I might say no, bro, because it's like I don't like that. I be joking like I be stay at home dad for Rihanna, but it's like I don't want to just be in that position in a relationship. It's just like that's not me, bro.
Okay. God damn. Well, full it all the way to the top. See, now look, I see where you coming from with that, Twan.
Yeah.
But I think the point would have to be, if you going to be a man on your grind, you going to be a man on your grind. If you going to do what you got to do, you going to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You go do what you got to do. And that's plain and simple, right? So let's say hypothetically, a man gets put in a situation where he has the opportunity to do that. Be that guy for that woman. Though, again, fairy tale, not
Y'all
reality.
really think it's a fairy tale?
Well, I'll go.
What would y'all do if y'all really meant
Hold up,
that
stop.
Sorry, it's just
Look,
like-
I'm just going to say my thoughts on it, and then Twan can say why he said fairy tale. I just agreed with him. But if a guy were to be in that opportunity where he had a woman that was willing to do that, I'm not saying that it's totally impossible because, you know, you got sugar mamas out there like on the older side with money. But if we're just talking like a random our age or somewhat in the area, ballpark, whatever, the dude, take that opportunity. That's a thing. It's called hobosexuals. That exists. There are people.
Hobosexuals?
Hobosexuals.
Please elaborate.
It's a guy who fucks a woman to get provisioning. There
So
are
for
guys.
benefit.
Yeah, he'll be homeless and he'll fuck
The
the
black
girl.
bull with the
Yeah.
ugly fat
Yeah.
white joint.
Yeah, he's fucking her,
He need a
so he
place to
got a
stay.
place to stay. He's fucking her so he could borrow
That's
the car.
the reason why.
Yeah, he's fucking her so he could borrow the
Those
car while she
specific
at work.
couples.
Not all the time, but a lot. Yeah, he's fucking her so he could borrow the car.
Always
Bro.
had like a big woman fetishes.
Nah, you seen Baby Boy?
I don't think so.
All right, god damn it. All right,
Damn.
that's a whole nother situation.
Can y'all play that for me?
Nah, we can at some point. But the whole point in that, right? You literally have a dude who is fucking different girls. He borrowing his girlfriend's car while she at work and different shit. And in real life, you got dudes that are fucking to have a place to stay. And that's just the whole thing about it. So if you're in a situation, you got a rich girl trying to put you on, fuck the shit out of her, do whatever she needs you to do, get as much bread as you can out that situation, make it come up, network with these rich niggas. If she a cool girl, that don't mean you gotta break up with her, stay with her. Just try to get to her level and beyond. And if she not a cool girl, get what you can while you can, and then take it and build yourself and be better in general.
So you mean to tell me
Yeah.
that with everything said,
Yeah.
if this type of woman came across your life,
Yeah.
you wouldn't take it?
You didn't hear what I just said?
What
I
up?
said to take it and then benefit from it and make sure you good. And if you happy, you happy. And if it end
So
up not
what's
working out-
wrong with
Yeah,
it?
but I'm saying that's well, he said it's a fairy tale, and I agree. Come on,
But there's
go.
actually legit people out there.
Bro,
You might not find it here, but they're out there.
my nigga, listen, bro. The chances
Killing
of
me, bro.
you finding a woman
Not about
like
the
that,
but the
It
fact
is
that there's
about
still
the
a
chances,
chance,
bro.
But the fact that there's still a chance.
what you're talking right now is every bad 8-7 bad girl who works at McDonald's right now.
Oh,
This is
damn.
their dream, bro. Hold up.
You know these
to
bitches
be-
like that.
That's about every woman's dream, to be found by a rich nigga, be taken up, and be taken care of.
You know, I strongly
And that is
believe.
not the reality of men, bro.
I
This is
strongly
not.
believe that if women were told to like broke men, they'd like broke men.
What do you mean by that? I think that just goes against nature. That you could never, like, a girl will literally fuck a broke man
People are who
for
they are.
particular reasons. but
People
she would
like
never marry
what
a
they
broke
like
man.
from what they've seen growing up.
They compare based on what they seen growing up.
Think about daddy's girls. Think about girls that have been treated perfect by their fathers.
They expect it.
Who literally have a standard towards men because they were raised like that to the point where they don't want to lose that, because part of growing up is pretty much finding somebody else to help you along with the shit that you got for free until you was an adult.
That's part of growing up for a woman. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So if they get treated super well from their father, they're going to be out here being real picky about who they marry or who they be with or whatever, because they're going to want that same shit in return.
Right.
So, bro, honestly, it's just, I disagree with y'all. I don't know. I just,
See, now explain the fairy tale thing.
Nah.
bro, it's not a fairy tale.
He wanna hold on to it. It's
I feel you.
It's just
crazy.
if you're
Listen, hold up.
you genuinely
what
love
I
that
said-
person, bro. So you don't believe in love with everything being said? You don't believe-
Unconditional romantic love, I do not believe in. I do believe in romantic love, but not unconditional romantic love.
So love, basically, for being with that person, regardless of what they can provide.
Well, yeah, I guess pretty much. See, now, for example, right? All right.
What that is? A child.
Well, yeah.
That's a child, bro. Hold up, bro. Right. That's a
Regardless
child.
what they could- yeah.
No matter what they provide, I will love you always. That is a fucking kid. People want to be kids. It is just like, that's not the reality of life.
Because
bro.
everybody realizes that life was better back then.
Yes, it is just like, bro,
In a life of bills and money and
we are not
whatever.
taught to be true adults. So it's just
Yeah.
like we hold on to kid mentality.
And that's
when it
why
comes to
people
certain
talk
shit.
about a lot about the differences in women in just generations.
Mm.
Compare women to early 2000s, 90s, 80s, 70s,
Listen.
every decade
see-
to the point where the world has changed.
No Jumper, right?
Yeah.
He had the joint Blue Jasmine on there.
I heard about that.
And
I
then
didn't
he
watch
was,
it though.
and then he
Yeah.
was talking about. He was like, yeah, he feel like this level of thinking is really toxic. If I have a kid, cool. It's just like I'll expect to pay money and help you with whatever you have. But if we don't have a kid together, and I gave you this life, why am I expected to put you? Will keep you at that same level? And she was like, yeah, I'm a kid. She was like, yeah, take care of me. I'm a kid. He was like, exactly, because that's what he said.
Wow.
He was like, yeah, it's like you're a kid. He was like, you're a child. He was like, yeah, I'm a kid. Treat me like that. keep me on that same level. And he was like,
What?
That's what it is, bro. Niggas
That's
expect to be
crazy.
treated like kids, and that's
So
not the
you
life.
mean to tell me I can't treat somebody well, but to the point where they're with me for more than that?
No, look. Let me explain, right? So I need you to really keep this in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So when you meet a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
First thing you notice is she attractive or not? You peep that you find her to be attractive, so you're like, okay, I'll talk to her. Not all the way to the top, please. But you're like, okay, I'm going
I
to
don't
talk
know
to
why
her.
I don't do that kind of stuff.
But peep, so after that, she talks to you, she gets to know you, and then realizes if she's attracted to you or not. The difference is, you knew whether or not you would fuck off rip. She had to talk to you first to know if it was going to get that far. That's all fine and dandy, right? Y'all get to know each other. She sees your lifestyle. She sees how you move. You see her lifestyle.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I see that.
That shit's dead, bro.
I'm gonna let it rock.
My fault,
I'ma
my
let it rock.
fault. But that shit is super dead.
Yeah,
Hold up, nah, bro. You not about to sip that shit out your cup, Bro.
that's a sip.
bro.
Oh,
Bro, and if you feel my shit up to the top, hell no, bro. You better pour some shit up. Go ahead, continue. He gonna
Yeah.
correct it. Go ahead, bro.
I really
My
thought I
fault.
was gonna get that bio.
Nah, bro. That
I
shit
peep.
was
I was
true.
letting this slide.
No,
But
cuz.
nah, so peep, right? So we're attracted to each other for two different reasons. And then once you get to know each other, for the most part, the guy decides whether to stay after he's smashed. The girl decides if she wants him and
Yeah.
if he is somebody that she should be with.
Man, just be with the person.
No,
Fuck
look.
it.
When you do that, you want to be with her because you done got to know her. She's a cool girl. You smashed the pussy good. You want to stay for those reasons. Fuck it. Oop. But yeah, you want to stay for those reasons after you smashed. Because most dudes, before you smash, all you know is like, damn, she bad.
Which is why I don't get how people can wait till
Post
marriage.
no
Look,
clarity.
yeah, but see, all you know is that, damn, she bad. I want to hit. You smash, and then you like, well, damn, she's a cool girl.
You're right.
Girls are different.
You're right.
Girls is going to talk to you first and be like, okay, he's a cool guy. I like his lifestyle. All right, yeah, I'm a smash. The reason she got with you is the same reason that she stayed with you. But the reason you get with her is because you wanted to smash most of the time.
I'm a strong believer of. I'm sorry, but I'm a strong believer of women will leave you for the exact same reason that they'll get with you.
What do you mean by that?
They'll get with you, right? From the beginning.
Yeah.
Most likely leave you for the exact same reason.
You mean because of differences of those reasons?
Because, all right, before I can explain that, I have to say one more thing. So, I really believe that I'm a big believer of adapting over time on how you want a relationship, right? So, if you get with them and you do the exact same thing continuously, they will get tired of that. They will get
What do you
annoyed
mean?
by that.
You get with them
So I'll
and you're
give you an
doing
example.
certain shit.
Let's
What,
say
complacency?
yeah, kind of like that. So basically, you're with them, and let's say they got with you because you were giving them a lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
But it didn't
Going on
it
trips.
didn't progress. Like let's say you went on trips, right? But you went out to eat.
Right.
But let's say at this point, you know the potential is y'all can go anywhere y'all want. Y'all can do whatever y'all want.
Right,
But y'all
right.
keep it the same. It's the same shit. It gets boring. Over time, you get tired of that. But if you adapt, you show this person different things. You maybe give her the better lifestyle as time progresses. Excuse me. You'll be able to maintain that same person.
Right.
But because you kept it the same thing, she's now leaving you because she's now tired and bored of the same thing. It's like a tension.
Nah.
Like every day, seeing each other every day or going to work. Like if you're consistently doing the same thing, she ain't going to stay with you. So it's like, yeah, you're still getting the money if you feel like you're supporting that person. Yeah, you're still giving her what she wants. But at the end of the day, if it does not change, it does not matter.
Okay. I disagree, but I need to explain because I see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But what I think it comes down to, and just based off of just, I guess, experiences, I want you to think about your own experiences too when you like get into it, right?
I guess my experiences are different than yours.
Yeah, but I mean experiences in general, because a lot of what we talk about here, a lot of what we've been looking into is just intersexual dynamics in general.
Mm-hmm.
It's just understanding how men and women work. outside of the individual and how you are personally. Because
Yeah.
of course there are outliers, but we all have experiences, and when we break it down, a lot of us tend to have similar experiences or see similarities at the bare minimum, right? So within that, right, you're gonna get with a girl. She's gonna want you for certain reasons. You're gonna have certain emotions towards each other, and you're gonna feel whatever you feel, but you can't forget the reasons. Now, once we get past that, we're together, everything is cool. You can't simplify it down and just say you're with her just for sex because you smashed by this point. Whereas the girl, she had to have certain reasons cleared before she even smashed you. She get with you, she stay with you, everything is cool. That is cool right there, but at no point is it conditional. And the way you said, a girl will leave you for the same reason she got with you. I kind of understand what you mean when you say that, but at the same time, if she leaves you, it wasn't unconditional. She left you for reasons. And these reasons, regardless of what these reasons are, if she leaves you for reasons, it was never unconditional because you didn't do this, and this is her reasons why it's over. At no point is romantic love unconditional. You can't say you're not my mother for any reason because if we have a blood test, it is what it is. I can't say you're not my child for any reason because if we have a blood test, it is what it is. But if you say, I am not your girlfriend, I'm not your boyfriend, I'm not your husband, I'm not your wife, divorce, here you have to have reasons. And when you have reasons, it at no point was it unconditional.
The connection that you have with that person is breakable in a relationship, as opposed to when you have a kid, that's unbreakable. It's just like, that's your kid, and then that's fact. That's your kid.
Well,
Your wife could always not be your wife.
she could always get with the neighbor.
I mean, yeah, but then we also got to break down like the attraction part because I feel like the way you look at love will get you hurt, and I'm scared of that. Like, to be honest.
That's like if you're like a 4 and you get with a 10 or something like that.
Well, no, because at the end of the day, most dudes don't even understand how to value themselves. Like, if a dude is looking in the mirror only, asking how attractive is he, he's fucking up.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, yeah, you have to be physically attractive to certain extents. You have to have game and be able to talk. You have to have money. You have to have a lifestyle. You have to have things that attract women. And then you can rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10. What experiences can you give her? That is how you need to rank yourself. How interesting are you?
Well, I'm a big believer of providing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, you realize that's what you got to do. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry. It's just, if you do everything right, you should have no problem getting unconditional love.
No, it's not unconditional love if you have to do everything right to get it.
It's just the world we live in.
No, but can you admit it's not unconditional
That's my point,
love?
bro. It's the world we live in, and it's fucked up. The reality is fucked up.
Yeah.
So can you admit there's no such thing as unconditional love? Because you see how it just literally.
See where I'm at with this? I believe in it due to what you believe in it.
What do you mean by that?
So I do believe in unconditional love.
Okay.
But it's because I know that you have to do certain things to get it.
Hold up.
Do you understand
No.
that's a contradiction, though?
That is a big contradiction. Listen.
To do
because basically if you're giving them what they want, right? They're with you because of what you provide. They're with you because of what they see in you.
All the conditions. That's
exactly, right?
Yeah.
Right. The result of that is pretty much the act, the view of unconditional love. It may not be it, but it seems like it's kind of like when you see a couple out there who seems like it's the best couple out on the road or whatever, but they're really not.
You know what they call that?
What?
Conditional love.
I'm saying, you don't see how that's like an oxymoronic statement?
No, it's called conditional love, bro. That definition of
Yeah.
conditional love is what you just said.
But you just said, like, if you do
get
all these
unconditional-
conditions, you kind of get the act of.
Yeah, because it's like you're
No, that's called conditional love. Love is love.
Yeah.
But it's just conditional love.
So isn't all love the same?
No, bro. Listen.
You
if
love your
you're
dog
not
like you love your
bond-
mom and your wife?
Listen, if you're
sorry.
not bonded by this, by blood,
Right.
then in order for you to interact with another person, there has to be stipulations on that.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a reason. So for people not bonded by blood, it always comes down to conditional love, conditions that a person has.
Yeah. I mean, what's your thoughts? Because you don't see how, like, why is it so hard to understand that
Listen,
if you walk through water
I agree
to
with-
get to
It's
the
not
other
hard.
side,
Twan
you're
said,
gonna be
It
better?
listen,
hurts.
I agree with Twan
It
said
hurts, bro.
because
It hurts you,
it's
bro.
the reality of things, right?
Uh-huh.
But I still know that there's still people out there who just don't give a fuck
What do you mean don't give a fuck? About what?
about anything. You're over here laughing, but like about anything.
About what so you mean there's going to be a girl who doesn't care if you're strong enough to take care of her, provide for her, if you make enough money, if you're attractive, if anything. Like, you're telling me you could be a butt ugly homeless guy with a micro penis and get a girl and she's not going to leave you for the rich porn star.
I mean,
You're saying that could happen. You're
Hold up,
saying,
this is
like,
real shit though.
when you say in
like-
sickness and health and richer and poorer, and you put that ring on the finger, you believe that shit. That is not how marriage started.
Oh.
That's some
you know, we've
fucking
been so busy on
bullshit.
what I've been thinking. It's like, how do you think this whole marriage thing is then?
Well,
Being with a person, a relationship, being with them, period. But what is it?
if I'm in a relationship, it's because I see that she does something for me. She does something that no other girls do. She does something that benefits me in my life just in general. Maybe it makes me feel better. Maybe it helps me excel to certain points in life. I'm going to have to be attracted to her off rip. There's going to have to be a certain level of understanding. I would care about similarities, but the more we get to know each other, the easier it'll be. So I'll be straight in that essence. Like, I don't need nothing crazy. I don't want to be in a relationship right now because I don't really see the point. Like, if a girl wants to be with you in a relationship, you're doing something right. But if you're going out and looking for a relationship, you're not focusing on what's important.
Right.
So that's just really my thoughts on it and what it comes down to.
I just, you know,
Like,
I know people do things for reasons.
mm.
I'm just saying that I'm just a big person on possibilities. I just
I
feel
feel
like somebody's out there
I
that
mean,
will love you unconditionally.
You're hopeful, and I get it.
Possibilities is not the right.
But that's why I keep saying I agree with you because it is a reality of things.
Mm-hmm.
There are women that get with people for reasons, and just like men, because we all have standards. It's kind of like when you ask somebody, "What do you look for that in that person?
Yeah.
What do you look in a woman? What do women look in men? And the reasons.
I'm telling you, fuck that possibility, bro.
You just want to go with the flow.
No, focus on that 98%. If it's 98% successful, bro,
I agree with you.
why are you trying to Tom Brady this 4th and 26 for the touchdown win, bro? Or it's just like you doing a lot. Why not go with most likely to succeed?
Word. See,
I guess a big thing is accepting that.
oh yeah, acceptance is a big part. You need to read, nigga. What the fuck?
Y'all keep talking
You need
about
to read this book, bro.
Y'all
It'll
keep
change your life.
talking about
Shouts
this
out
book,
to
but it's like-
shouts out to Rollo Tomasi, The Rational Male. Go read it. Every man, as soon as you turn 13, you need to read this book.
Listen, I'm gonna make a link.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I'm gonna have to
affiliate
check
this
this book
bitch.
out. See what's
Support
up.
it.
But
Nah, when I tell you
I'm gonna set the link in that joint.
this
for you.
shit, every kid at the age of 13 needs to read this book.
what's the name of it?
The Rational Male.
8th grade summer before high
Bro,
school.
yo.
Maybe we can start agreeing on things.
Nah, for real. Nah, that right there, every 8th grade before you go to 9th grade,
That's your summer reading, bro.
that's summer reading. Now you need to read it twice.
If I was a teacher, I'd
Read
make
it
senior
read it
project.
twice. Honestly, any
I'm buying your own book. Where your highlights at? You got your highlights?
Nah,
Where
real
your
shit.
highlights?
Any man that reads this book, probably immediately after, they're gonna start wanting to hit the gym. They're gonna try and make more money at their job. They're gonna go out and get more experiences. They're gonna try to become more outgoing. They gonna do what they can to be the best that they can. Once you understand this, because too many men are getting held up based on emotional bullshit and women related issues. And when you understand that you need to focus on yourself, better yourself, women come when you become as a person. It's easy.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Disclaimer. If you just super caught up, mama's boy ass, feminism right, I fight for women ass nigga, you might not like this book. Cause it's a lot of I be laughing at the comments of niggas who just dislike this book.
Yeah.
There's really that many
And
people out there that don't like it.
You either love it or hate it.
Really?
It's either 5 stars or 1 star, bro. Cause it's like
check this out.
it's
Yeah,
just
talk
like
about how
it's
you
so
raised.
much real shit.
Oh shit.
You can't absorb it. It's so much real shit. If you're just conditioned to a certain level, you cannot absorb it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Your mind cannot fathom what's
It's too
being
much.
spit in this book. It's real shit. This is big cap, no bullshit.
right.
So if
Yeah,
you was a
at
real
the end of
nigga,
the day, yeah,
So-
you're right.
So
you'll be able to handle it. All real niggas read this book.
for real.
I'm about to
Give-
check
give
this
you
book
a
out.
Bitch, niggas
Maybe
be
we can start
wary.
agreeing on things once I
Nah,
read it.
Facts.
Yeah.
But all right, so what's y'all closing thoughts? Because we started off talking about the access, and we kind of concluded that because
Listen.
can we agree right here, right?
Sure.
That when it comes, is it the person versus the access?
Mm-hmm.
That most of the time, when a guy is caught up on a girl,
Mm-hmm.
it tends to be the access more so than the woman. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Sure.
Hold on. What does short mean, bro?
I just feel like you always get both. But here's the thing: you get
No, I'm
Person.
talking about why do you stay? Not what you get, but if
How
it
I
was
think
one or
is-
the other, most of the
I feel
time
like
they're
it's a-
staying for the access.
This is an
okay.
absolute
all right,
fact.
All right, listen. Because here's what I wanted to say was you get the person by having the access.
No,
Listen,
That's how
It's
you
an
have the
absolute
person.
fact.
well, you got to get the person
Based off
before you
post-nut
have that.
clarity.
But how do you
bro.
get the person though?
What do you mean? No, hold on. All right, stop. And let's not conflate point, because the initial point was, why do you stay for it? Not what do you get. I'm saying most of the time, if a guy
You
gets with a
get what
girl,
you get because you stay with what.
no.
what
It's
she
why do you
provides.
why do you not talking? We're not talking about what do you get. We're talking about why does the guy stay? Does the guy stay most of the time for access to the pussy, or does he stay because of the person in spite of
What
sexual
is it
access?
called when you have pussy? You get pussy, right? You're getting something,
Okay,
right?
okay,
You're with them because of what you get.
okay.
It's the same thing as them providing, or vice versa, men and women, regardless of the situation. They're doing something for them to be together.
Okay.
You've said that there's no such thing as unconditional love.
Yeah.
You've also said that people do things for reasons, right?
Yep.
For the access.
Uh-huh.
In order to get that person, you have to go through the access of getting them.
Well,
Which is why I say
no.
they
What do you
get
mean?
both.
What do you mean the access of getting them?
Because you only with the people that are in your life, not blood related. Because if you have kids, you have kids. But in order
Yeah.
to get to that person, they need to see what they like about you. You need to see what they like about them. It's all
Talking about for a man or a woman?
both.
I
Because it
disagree.
doesn't matter.
I
It doesn't matter,
disagree.
bro. It's
I know I disagree, because I feel like you can get access to a man simply because you're giving him sexual access, where a woman you have to get the person first and then you get access, and you have to have the person to get the access to sex. I don't think like you're
so you're
talking
saying both are backwards.
about. No, I'm saying one is more important than the other most of the time for men.
So what's more important
The access to sex most of the time
for men?
for men, yeah, not for women. Women don't care about sex as
That's
much
what
as
got
men.
to clarify though, because anybody can easily hear that and be like, "Well, they're with them just because." But because men think differently than women,
Like
that's the
rarely,
reality we face.
women rarely get into relationships purely for sex and stay purely for sex. Like rarely does that. A woman will fuck a dude just for sex because she's horny and she has no better options and whatever. Understandable, but she won't get into a relationship with a guy just for sex when she has better options. But yeah, but I feel like as long as we can get to a certain understanding where it comes to the whole point of the access versus the person, then we're good. Even though we disagree on a lot of other things, I feel like you need to read that book, because you
Yes.
haven't been
Yeah.
like you haven't become RP aware yet, and we can do that at a later point. But it's a lot, bro. Just certain things.
That's just
final
the
shot.
review.
Right. Final shot. But this been another good one. I liked it because it's been a minute since we had the boy Bash over here, man.
Debating this shit. That's lit.
And you blue pill as fuck, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Very disrespectful.
How am I disrespectful?
And I hope.
Look,
And
this
I
is your
hope.
personality.
Go fuck yourself.
That's cool. You know what, Bash? That's super cool. But I just hope you do the same shit that you doing to other niggas.
I'm about
for
to do the
yourself
same
right
shit.
here.
You know what the difference between mine is?
Uh-huh.
Is that I'm not as dumb to take that shot. Listen.
Oh no!
Hold up.
Yeah, you
Time
better-
out.
Stop! No,
No, bro. Listen, that's my point. That's exactly what I'm saying. You better
You know
disrespect
why?
niggas.
You know why? Because I'm about to have this whole bottle.
Oh,
You're a
I
dickhead.
double dog
Nah.
Dr. Dre.
Bitch, you're gonna have to do this on
Dare you
camera.
fucking
You're gonna have to do this on camera.
Do this one? I'll do
Yeah,
this one
this
on
on the
camera.
hold up. This on the pod. Go ahead.
Nah, that's not even.
What?
That's like
No,
not even
you
What?
have to pour more in your
Nah,
cup.
stop. Pour more in your cup. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Pour what in my cup?
Nah, stop. You're not about to do that.
Yeah, I'll
Not
pour
about
it
to
for
do
you.
that.
Yeah, up to the top, bro. Nah,
Nah,
you ain't taking
son.
no half.
Nah, son.
What?
That's not.
You
that's,
ain't
nah,
about
that's a
to do us
quarter.
dirty.
That's a quarter.
You ain't about to do us
That's a
dirty.
quarter. Stop
bro,
playing.
bro.
Yo, you playing
Come on,
games
come on.
right here? No.
That's
No,
good.
that's not
Bash.
good.
That's enough.
Nah,
Hold up,
nah, son.
you should have poured shots like you was pouring
Yeah.
for yourself, but you did not do that.
What-
See,
nah,
look,
stop.
nah.
You can pour some of that. You see, you spilling it, bro.
Look
I'm
at
about to
you.
edit this shit out.
You don't got to edit this. Real nigga.
There we go.
Real
There we
nigga.
go.
Yeah.
There we go. There we
See,
go.
you don't got niggas be bullshitting. That's all.
There we
It's
go.
cool.
We here.
Gonna have the most views in this bitch.
Pouring one out more.
Okay.
L'chaim.
But yeah,
This has been a good pod.
definitely. I'll just say this, bro. We gonna get you past this blue pill shit. You gonna
I guess.
understand?
I don't know.
No, because here's the thing, right? We've had a couple people that we've either had on the pod or referenced where we say like they're naturally RP aware. They don't even realize it. And I feel like you're not necessarily naturally RP aware, but you've gone through your
No, I
experiences.
feel like it's not naturally RP aware, but naturally RP.
Every-
They're
Okay,
not.
oh,
They're
yeah,
not aware
they're
of
not
shit.
aware.
They're not aware of
Yeah, you
shit.
are. All right, yeah. So I would agree there. So that they were naturally RP. I feel like you had certain RP tendencies, not naturally, but things that you
Let
learned,
me
but you're
just
still
read the
not
book and
aware.
I'll let you know.
Okay,
We'll leave it like that.
I feel
We'll
you.
leave it like that. I'm gonna read the book.
Then read the book.
I've never read a full book in my life. Maybe that should be the
God
first one.
damn.
All you gotta do is listen to this one.
I mean, listen. I'll be on the road and I'll just listen to it. I don't know.
Bet. I didn't. I told you I could give you my Audible.
Well,
account.
that's the least you could do with my Netflix.
Yeah, nigga. I know. I told you.
You know, I
Damn,
provide. You see,
Yeah.
we're
Black.
friends because I provide for you.
Black.
Like, you know, like,
Nigga, stop it.
you should call me Pepe.
Yo, it's different. Oh, stop. It's different with
He
male
said,
and
"Oh,
female
stop!" Kind of
relationships.
seductive. Kind of scares me, yo.
Nah, but male relationships is different though.
Yo,
That's
what
that's
the fuck are
another
we
topic.
talking about
That's
now?
another
That's
topic.
a whole nother topic.
Goodbye, y'all.
All right. This been
We love
another
y'all.
one. It's the boy Gravity the Beast.
This is boy Twan.
Yeah,
Boy,
it's your boy Twan. I can outro myself.
For real.
The boy Bash. We out here. The big cap. No bullshit. Just conversations about passions, philosophies, and perspectives.